Westchester County, New York. I'm on a mission to talk to 914 people in the 914. Today I'm at the beautiful recording studio here at Mercy College in Dobbs Ferry. Today I'm speaking with an accomplished drummer named Frank Zambrano, who's been working in both Broadway, he's been playing drums at theme parks, and overall is just an awesome Westchester musician out there hustling. So let's hop over to the other room in the studio and have an awesome conversation. Where in Westchester did you grow up, and what are some of your memories?
I grew up in Elmsford, New York, and some memories. So Elmsford is like built on hills, pretty much. It's just
Similar to Yonkers.
Yeah.
It's similar to Yonkers in that
super
way.
hilly.
Yeah.
Like my front lawn was a straight up hill.
Okay.
So like just would go sledding down it all the time.
Nice.
The elementary school that I went to, Alice E. Grady, go sledding down their huge hill during the winter. Sports Time, the arcade.
Dude, classic spot.
Yep.
Every kid in Westchester, that's the most kids that didn't live in Elmsford, I feel like they went to Sport Time and that was the only thing they knew about Elmsford.
Yep.
At least that was me.
Yep. Go there, have your birthday party there, do the laser tag, rock
Batting
wall,
cages.
batting cages, bumper cars, all that.
Yeah.
And then also in Elmsford, the little the Wonder Bread Hostess bake shop thing. You could walk in there with $10, come out with 15 things. Like everything was cheap in there.
There was a point, and I think I've talked about this once before, where I used to bike ride with my dad up the Sawmill, and we would get off there, and that was like the treat at the end of the ride, because we would ride from the Yonkers entrance up to Elmsford, which was like 6 miles, and then the treat payoff was that we went to that like Hostess joint and got some. Yeah.
My grandpa would always take my sister and I there. And he would just tell us, like, all right, you guys can each get, like, 5 things, and the total would come out to, like, $8. Like, it was great.
but half of it would be expired.
Exactly, yes, exactly. I'd get little, sugar wafers that expired 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, yeah, they're probably still good. I'll be all right.
Oh, that's funny. So you're a musician in Westchester.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what you do and kind of what got you into it.
Okay, so I am a drummer, percussionist, do drum set. Yeah. Do drum set, classical percussion, hand percussion, all of it. I mainly do theater work, so pit playing, musicals. I've played one Broadway musical already. I've done Beetlejuice. I got to sub. Got to sub on the drum set chair for that, and I'm currently prepping to sub on another one. Kimberly Akimbo.
Congrats.
Coming soon. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And yeah, love doing that. Studio work. I've been playing in a bunch of theme parks recently. Kind of along the East Coast, but around the country. I've done Carowinds down in Charlotte, Busch Gardens in Virginia.
Used to go there with my family every summer.
Beautiful park. Dorney Park in Allentown, I've done a bunch.
Cool.
And I just did Six Flags in Jersey.
Nice.
And yeah, and I guess how I kind of got into music and drums in general, in 3rd grade, everyone plays the recorder, right? And you have that little blue recorder you got off of Amazon for like $5.
I will say in most school districts, I went to the Yonkers public schools, so I didn't have that.
Oh, no! Oh,
by 4th grade, I did have band, and then they cut it again in 5th grade for us. So I played saxophone for 1 year. But anyway, not to cut you off.
All good. But yeah, played the little recorder, and then at the end of 3rd grade, you took a like performance test exam, and that determined if you got into band. At least in Elmsford School District. Yeah. But that determined that. So when I passed, my mom said, all right, you can choose whatever instrument you want. I don't care. You want to play drums? Cool. You want to play tuba? I don't care. Right? But you're going to carry your own instrument. My mom did not want to carry a case for me. So I looked at the supply list and I was like, drums. All right, a practice pad, book, and sticks. Well, I could fit that in my backpack. That's light. That's all I need. All right, I'm going to do that one. It's light. She won't have to carry anything. I can fit it in my book bag. I'm good to go.
That's amazing.
And then I ended up buying a drum set, and that made me realize I have a lot more to carry. And now, now I can't fit anything else in my car.
I was just going to say the irony of that, because you're like, yeah, I started this instrument because it was the least amount of shit to carry. But the reality is, like, it's actually like in any band, like I play in a bunch of rock bands, and like, the drummer has the most things to carry always.
Yep.
It backfired.
Yeah.
But here you are.
And here I am. Like, I drive like a Subaru Outback, right? Can fit everything in there. but that's it.
Dude.
Nobody else.
Drummers always drive hatchbacks.
Yes, yes, they're great. Great gas mileage. They look good, all right, and they have the space. That's all you need.
Do you feel like Westchester is or was a place to like flourish as a young musician?
Yeah, for sure. So, I got my start here, right? Like playing in high school. Like I was in a little high school pop punk cover band called Reserve Parking.
Love that.
Miss it.
Great name.
Right?
Great name. Like a much better first band name than my first band name.
What was your first band name?
Green Eggs and Mayhem.
Wow. Wow. Honestly, though, I like that.
Yeah, it worked when we were 12, 13.
Okay, that's
you
fair.
know,
Yeah.
then I was like,
But yeah, like literally we only did it in school. We played for like the school talent shows, stuff like that. Like
awesome.
my biology teacher was our guitarist. It was
oh,
great.
that's amazing.
It was
Oh,
awesome.
really cool.
But yeah, did that, and then that kind of propelled me to, meet other people and like meet other musicians in Westchester, and then here we are. We're at Mercy College, my first college I ever went to.
Shout out.
Shout out, yeah. And I met tons of musicians here, and that eventually led to more and more gigs. And like that's the thing with music in general, it's really who you know.
It's most things, but we always say here at Mercy, like when I talk to students, I always say like going to your classes is like pretty much the bare minimum thing you could do.
Yep.
Like going to your classes is great, it's one thing, but like it's all the other stuff you do, and it's who you work with and who you like.
Yep.
There's no like in music, it's not like it's not as set as a lot of other occupations. It's not like you take an accounting degree and then you get out and there's like a ton of jobs as an accountant.
Yeah.
Or it's music is really about like, hey, I got to figure out who I'm going to talk to because it's very competitive and there's not like a ton of jobs.
Yep.
So yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely though. Like being in Westchester has, kind of allowed me to do that and flourish. Like I used to work at Sam Ash in White Plains.
Oh, nice.
And met a bunch of musicians in the Westchester scene just from working there.
Yeah.
So because they were my customers and my coworkers, and then now they're my friends and peers that I just jam with.
Yeah, you got to put yourself where the musicians are.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
exactly.
That's it. If you put yourself in the place, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you now? You work mostly. Well, you were just saying you work as you work at theme parks. You work on Broadway. Do you feel like it's been tough to break out of Westchester and kind of break into those scenes?
It's, I mean, a little bit because like, I'm not in the city, with theme parks, like you audition and if they like you, they bring you in.
Right.
And, once you build up a rapport and word gets around in your name, you keep getting calls for those.
Of course.
But in terms of like the city and like gigs in the city, Broadway, studio, coffee house, whatever, that one is really like you got to know people in the city.
Yeah.
Okay, because a lot of people, I'm sorry, no disrespect to anyone in the city, but you guys think Westchester's upstate, and we're not.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, welcome to New York City sign from my house in Yonkers. 6 minutes.
Exactly. I can get into the Bronx faster than some of you can get into Midtown. Okay?
Exactly, yeah. Staten Island is way further away from everywhere in the city than where I am.
Exactly. So, like, you need to know people in the city to get into that scene. So, just from networking with people in Westchester has allowed me to network with people in the city and get gigs in there.
That's awesome. Selfish question. Are you in a music union or are you going to try to be in a part of a union? Or
Yes, I am in the Musicians Union, Local 802.
Cool. Nice.
Down in the city because in order to play on Broadway, you have to be part of the union.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Yep.
That makes sense, though, because that's the same thing with even just being a stagehand. I was a stagehand for a long time, and if you want to get those Broadway gigs, you have to be in the Local 1 or Local 6, like unions. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. I don't have a ton more questions. Let's talk about this really quick though. Where did you go to school for music?
So I started my first year and a half of college here at Mercy.
Yeah.
Then I transferred out to Westchester Community College, did a semester there, got my associates in performing arts, and then I transferred up to SUNY Oneonta and did my last 2 years there and got my bachelor's in music from there.
Cool. Do you feel like, and this is kind of another selfish question, but do you feel like going to school for music was like super important? Or do you feel like you could be in the place you're right now without having gone to school for music?
No, I don't think I could be in the place where I am right now without going to school for music.
I feel the same way about my education, but
Yeah. So like, a lot of people ask me, they're like, "Why'd you go to school for music? You could learn everything for your instrument on YouTube." And I'm like, "Well, that's not really why I went to school for music. I went to school for music because, yeah, I wanted to get better at my instrument and just better as a musician overall. But I went because I wanted to network. I wanted to meet other people. And going to college allowed me to do that. I made so many friends at Oneonta, WCC, here at Mercy, that I still keep in contact with today.
Yeah.
That have gotten me gigs, and I've given them gigs, you know, for the past 4 years now.
It's awesome, dude.
So that's why I went to school for music. Like,
I think music school is about community. In a
Yeah,
way,
absolutely.
It's like you build up a community around what you're doing, and you got to meet the people to make that community flourish, and everyone kind of helps each other. And that's why I said, I know going back to it, but I said before, like going to your classes is great, bare minimum. You know, like you know, like doing those other things is really what lands you the thing in your real life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But name 3 of your favorite Westchester spots.
Okay, 3 favorite Westchester spots. No particular order.
No particular. No. Yeah,
All right, cool.
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
All right, so I'm a foodie. I love going to different restaurants and stuff.
Okay.
So 2 of these are going to be my favorite restaurants.
Fair.
So first one is a classic, Mount Kisco Diner. Love it.
Went there for the first time a couple weeks ago. Apparently met your sister.
Yes, you ran into my sister. Hi, Brianna.
Hey, Brianna.
Yeah, so great food, Instagrammable food.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, the
definitely.
insane cereal milkshakes or the cereal cheesecakes, like all
Yeah.
that.
I don't even remember what I got at this point. It was something ridiculous, though.
Oh, yeah. But still, amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
Then a sleeper hit, in my opinion, it's in Ardsley. I'm Italian, and I love going to Italian restaurants. Ardsley Cucina, right off of 9A. It's amazing. It's in a like a strip mall. It's right next to this place called Sawmill Tavern.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
I've been to Sawmill Tavern.
Yeah, right next to it.
Yeah, okay, I haven't been to that. Yeah, I know the exact place you're talking about.
Yep. So great Italian food there. Reasonable prices, huge portions.
Yeah.
Favorite spot for Italian food. I go there like every Friday.
Nice.
Awesome. And then just a place that I love to go to, like unwind and like kind of empty my mind. The Irvington waterfront. Like
It's beautiful down there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like the park itself, and then there's like a huge parking lot. Like right when you come down that hill, you can make the right.
Okay.
And huge parking lot. Park your car there. To the right, you have the view of the Tappan Zee. To the left, you have the view of the city, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it there, and I just go there a few times a week just to empty my mind out and just
That's awesome.
decompress.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a really cool spot. I went down there. Honestly, people in the comment section were like, "You don't do anything about Irvington." It's like, I don't really go to Irvington. And so I went there just to take some pictures. I've been trying to get into photography, and I was like, I'm just going to go there, take some pictures. And yeah, it was awesome. We walked around like everywhere down in that, near the like, everywhere from like whatever that is, maybe the town hall.
Yeah.
With the giant clock on it, all the way down to the water, and like kind of walked around the water. It's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything we didn't hit on that you want to talk about, or what? I know you kind of mentioned your next job is on Broadway.
Yeah, subbing for Kimberly Akimbo. It's currently on Broadway now. Come check us out.
Yeah,
I don't know when I'm going in, but I'll be shadowing soon, and then
very cool.
Yeah,
and I'm sure you post about that stuff online.
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at Zambrano Drums. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the only social media I use, really.
All right, cool.
I have TikTok, but I barely use it.
Yeah, well, hit him up. Follow F Zambrano on drums. Cool, dude. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've met.
I think so. I think we've
yeah.
seen each other in like passing, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
But, like,
Well, nice to officially meet you, dude.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.